Hey, what is up, spiritual hooligan? Why does your joy just get evaporated in the moment? How come you are 1 minute you're in a place where you're just feeling incredible and you're feeling this joy and peace and love and certainty and excitement and enthusiasm, and then just boom, it's gone? Well, I'd like to propose that it's a perspective thing, that you actually get connected to survival perspectives, and when you're connected to survival perspectives, your joy goes away instantly. So today we're going to get focused in on some enlightened perspectives. My name is Matthew Ferry, and I'm bringing you your daily enlightenment. It's your moment to pause, to slow down, to get connected to enlightened perspectives. I want to help you to quiet your mind and feel more peace. So check it out. We've been talking about enlightened perspectives. Now let's see which one is this. This is number 12. So this is the 12th video or audio for enlightened perspectives, and it's just one of the 4 components of the rapid enlightenment process. And when you employ these 4 components, your mind goes quiet, you feel this incredible peace, you feel like you're connected to the oneness, to the unity of reality. And when that happens, my God, it is amazing. You're more in action, you're more in a flow, you will do things that you have been procrastinating, you'll do things that maybe they were fearful and they were on the back burner, but now you put them on the front burner. It's amazing what happens when you begin to employ or enlightened perspectives and take on an enlightened framework. So we're going to talk about 5 things today, enlightened perspectives, that will help you to get connected to that joy. The first one is this: there is joy available to me at all times in all activities. Now here's the thing that you need to know. An enlightened perspective assumes that all is well. And an enlightened perspective, the crazy thing is it correlates with a strong muscle test. So when we muscle test you, meaning I have you put your arm out like this and we press on your arm, right? When we say this idea, there is joy available to me at all times in all activities, and we press down on your arm will be able to withstand. There's something that will cause functionality in your arm and it'll stay strong. If you say there are certain situations where no joy is available, no matter how hard you try to keep your arm up, it'll weaken you. And so what I found is that there's a correlation between enlightened perspectives and strong muscle tests. Now, why is that even relevant? Well, think about it in this way. When you're strengthened, when you're strong, you're not in a threatened place. You're in an empowered place, physically, literally empowered. And when that happens, you don't need to be employing the survival strategy mind. So your mind goes quiet. So when you utilize these enlightened perspectives and you practice them on a regular basis, it's one of the 4 components that has your mind start to go quiet so you can be completely at peace doing whatever it is that you do in your life. There is joy available to me at all times, in all activities. Just start practicing it. See what happens. Here's number 2. Resistance diminishes joy. Now that strengthens you to hold the context that resistance diminishes joy. Now if you say something else, if you say Bob diminishes my joy, you'll see your arm goes weak. It weakens you and puts you into a survival state to pretend that Bob is doing something and that's making your joy go away. Bob's just doing whatever he's doing. You're then putting a wrapper around what Bob's doing with your context, with your words, with your language, and then suddenly you're being diminished in the process. So resistance diminishes joy. Resistance is a hidden motive to survive and is an expression of survival consciousness. And it's trying to keep me safe in a world that is not dangerous. So all of those things test strong. Resistance is a hidden motive to survive. That tests strong. It's an expression of survival consciousness. That tests strong. And survival consciousness is trying to keep me safe in a world that is not dangerous. That tests strong. So all of these statements, when you adopt them, you're strengthened by them. Here's another one. People are perfect exactly as they are. That is a strengthening context. When you take on this context that people are perfect exactly as they are, you'll be empowered and you're going to then automatically have more access to the joy that you desire. All imperfections are the result of applying arbitrary standards and measurements that don't exist in reality. So think about it in that way. All imperfections are the result of applying arbitrary standards and measurements that don't exist in reality. When you begin to recognize that imperfection is nothing more than your perspective, then you can embrace the idea that everyone and everything is perfect, including you, exactly as it is. And when you get there, you just go into this chilled, enjoyable state, which doesn't mean that you don't do anything unless that's what you want to do. And guess what? When you're in your enlightened framework, you can do nothing and everything is okay. But I suspect that you're a high conscious go-getter. And I suspect that when you finally go like this, you're going to suddenly do all the things that you've been wanting to do, that are important to you, that will make the life that you want to make. Here's number 4. My life and all the components of it are perfect exactly as they are. Will you take that on today and see what happens? And then finally, number 5. My joy is diminished by unexamined standards that are a figment of my imagination. My joy is diminished by unexamined standards that are a figment of my imagination. I'm wondering what these enlightened perspectives bring to mind for you. I'm wondering how they change your perspective, and I'd love for you to leave me a comment below. Will you please do that? I want to interact with you. I want to know what you're thinking. I want to participate with you in your life, hear about what you have going on, see if there's things that I can add or be a part of, okay? My name is Matthew Ferry, and I am the author of Quiet Mind, Epic Life. And I would love it if you would like this Daily Enlightenment, if you would share this Daily Enlightenment with people that you think it would make a difference for, and if you would leave me a comment. Those 3 things are valuable social currency, and what they do is they tell these big platforms, hey, this is something worth spreading out there into the world. You can also subscribe to my channel. I put out a new Daily Enlightenment every single day. You can join us in the Spiritual Hooligans Facebook group. Thank you so much for tuning in to this Daily Enlightenment.